All right, the big question with GHL, what do I sell? Okay, so let's say you've just signed up or you haven't even gotten into GHL yet. You don't know what to sell, and I totally get it. It's super overwhelming initially. It took me at least 3 weeks of really diving into the software and listening to tons of different podcasts, which I'll go ahead and drop a link to the podcast that helped me most in terms of like figuring out, what direction to take things in. It's not overcomplicated so much. There's a guy who's a 7-figure agency owner. I can't think of the name right now, but he makes it very simple. Like picking one feature and just specializing in that feature and selling that one thing. And that's what I recommend you guys do. Don't think about SEO and websites and funnel building and all this stuff. Just have one service that you can start with. Get really good at it, master it, go all in on it, and sell that to people. And then once you're like, you got 10, 15 clients and you're making good recurring income and you don't have to really worry so much or stress so much about getting sales, then find a new element and get really good at that. That's what I recommend doing. So what we're going to do is in the next slide, we're going to talk about a few questions that you need to ask yourself. That's going to help you figure out where do you fit best in terms of the service that you want to offer. So let's go ahead and jump into that. So I want you to consider a few things and I want you to ask yourself these questions. Number one, what are you inherently good at? Are you inherently good at sales? Do you like talking to people, initiating conversations with people? If not, do you like tech? Do you like being in the back end of things? Do you like building systems and workflows and email campaigns? If you're the latter, like let's say you like tech, well then maybe you go out and partner with someone who is good at sales, and you say, hey, we're going to split the commission on this. Go find a sale, you close it, I'll go ahead and work the back end. So understand inherently what you're good at. So first you got to know yourself, right? Know what you're good at before you decide to, pick a niche and run with it. Like for example, let's say you're like, okay, I'm going to build websites, but you don't like building websites. Well then why are you going to build an entire niche around websites, right? So get really clear on that question before you move forward with deciding the direction you want to take things in. Next, what excites you? And actually these next two questions kind of go hand in hand, getting into a flow state, but what excites you in terms of, what can you really get immersed in? So for example, I love creating content. More importantly, I love educating people. And that's why I've chosen the affiliate route, because I like making videos about how powerful this software is, and I'm good at communicating that to people. So again, what am I inherently good at? I'm good at communicating to people. I'm good at educating people. So what do? I go with affiliates. That's the direction I decided to take things in. So what excites you? Get really clear on that. Write it down. What gets you into a flow state? Again, kind of like what excites you, but what is something that when you immerse yourself in, so an activity, whatever it is that you do, and you lose sight of time. So it feels like 30 minutes has gone by and you look at the time and 4 hours have gone by. This happened to me yesterday. I started building this course out for GHL and I swear I started 7 a.m. and I look at the clock, it's 3 o'clock. Okay, that is a flow state. What gets you into a flow state? Does sitting down and building out a website get you into a flow state? Then go with websites. Okay, so a couple of questions to consider. Let's go ahead and jump into a couple different options that you can choose from. All right, so keep in mind that this is just 5 different options. There's over 400 features in GHL. Okay, and remember we talked about becoming a specialist in one and marketing that one thing. But here are a couple things that you can consider. Missed call text back, MCTB. So essentially what that is imagine that you have a leak in your house and you need a plumber yesterday. So what are you going to do? You're immediately going to jump on Google and you're going to call the very first plumber that you find. Let's say they don't answer. They're fixing someone else's sink. So what are you going to do? You're going to go to the next plumber. So let's say you pick plumbing as your niche and you're explaining this to a potential prospect and you explain that exact same scenario. What a missed call text back is, if you called that first plumber and they don't answer, you would get an automatic text back acknowledging that you called, saying something like, sorry we missed your call, leave a message here and we'll go ahead and get right back to you. So now the customer knows, oh, okay, they actually acknowledged me. I'm going to wait for them to call back versus immediately jumping onto the next call. So as you can see, that's a very valuable feature for a business owner to have, and it's very easy to sell. Something that you could sell at $97 a month, easy. And remember, you can set your prices to whatever you want. Next is affiliate program. So that's what I'm doing, right? I'm making this video right now, and when you go down in the description, there's a 14-day free trial. You can click on that, and you can get started for free. So it's a great direction to take things in. Again, if you like creating content, you love talking about, getting excited and talking about the software, well, then the affiliate program is a great choice for you. SaaS, so software as a service, that's essentially what I was just talking about with the affiliate program. but basically relicensing it to people. So let's say you know a business owner and you sit them down and you say, hey, check out this software, man. This is incredible. This is all you can do through here. I'll go ahead and license this to you at, X cost per month, and you'll have the right to do that because you're paying for the white labeling. So it becomes your software, right? So you can go ahead and just resell it to people. And if you get really good at SaaS, if you get really good at go high level, you can actually charge them like $5,000 or whatever it is you choose to train them in the process. So now they're paying you. So let's say they pay you $5,000. You're showing them how to do everything. You help them build a whole system, and then you charge them $297 a month after that, right? So now you got $5,000 up front, and you got a recurring income coming in. That is incredible, right? So that's a direction you can take things in. Websites, as we talked about, building websites is super easy. You have a website builder in there. You have templates that are already created. You can go in there and just tweak things. So you can jump on Google. You can go through different listings. If people don't have a website listed, you can call them. You can text them. You can say, hey, I'd love to build you a website. You can even be, if you're having a hard time landing your first gig, you could say, hey, look, I'm a relatively new agency owner. I'm looking for a couple people that I can help, local businesses that I really want to help out. I'll give you a great deal. Can I just build you a beautiful website? I mean, who's going to say no to that, right? I mean, some people might. But if you're just really transparent and you're really personable with people, it's going to be hard to turn you down, right? So websites is a great one, really easy to sell. And again, you can use the templates, tweak them, show them a preview of that without even creating the full thing. And if they like it, get them to pay you. And then you can go ahead and finish it out and then send it over to them. So super simple there. Course creation, this is a niche that I'm actually choosing right now. So I'm actually reaching out to people who are creators, who have something to teach. And I'm saying, hey, I have this amazing software where you can go in there and you can create all kinds of amazing content. You can create an entire course. I'll show you how to price it. And then I'll show you how to go out and find an audience. And then you can charge them $297 a month. And they're going to be using your course. And what's so great about that is it's very sticky, which means that it's hard for people to quit. Because if somebody goes into your course builder and they're putting hours and hours and hours into creating lessons, all of a sudden they're like, you know what, I don't think I want to pay for this anymore. Guess what? They lose all that hard work. So it's very sticky in the sense that they're going to stay with you because they don't want to lose all their hard work. So that's it, guys. If you're having difficulty understanding which direction to take things, I totally get it. Totally normal. Don't get burnt out. I know it's easy to want to just throw your hands up and give up, but I'm going to drop a couple links from the Go High Level podcast to a couple episodes or an episode that I can think of that really helped me kind of get clear on this idea of, all right, I'm just going to pick something. I'm going to get really good at it, and that's going to be my main offer. So hopefully this was beneficial to you guys. You found some value in this video. If you did, please let me know in the comments below, and be sure to subscribe and do all the YouTube stuff you're supposed to do. If you'd love to try a GHL, I'd really appreciate it if you signed up through my link. I'll go ahead and put the 14-day free trial link down there. Jump in. Don't get overwhelmed. Understand that that there's a tremendous amount of help within GHL. There's an amazing community, and GHL does revolve around helping you. They want you to stay on the software, right? Because if they're not giving you the value you need, what are you going to do? You're going to quit, right? So they're giving you everything that you need to succeed. So stick with it. If you get overwhelmed, reach out, and I'd be happy to make any videos around any topics that you guys recommend. So go ahead and drop those in the comments too. I'll see you guys in the next video.